Hi, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to a new webinar, a new week, last week of April. Thank you for being here. Some of us have been here, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 weeks now. We've been getting together every day, but I hope you had a relaxing weekend. I hope that you're ready for a new week. You're motivated. You've got your schedules in place. We've been talking about how all of those are important to get your motivation up, to get your focus up. We've been talking about it for so long. I hope everyone can hear me. Can you just say yes, you can hear me? Is that possible? Just say yes. You don't need to say anything else. Okay, so I'm going to wait for some yeses and then I'm going to start with this week's. Can some of you hear me? Yes, okay. Thank you, Palak, Zara. I appreciate it. Thank you, Aditya. Yes, yes. Yay, yay, yay. Thank you. Okay, so just before I get into giving you an update, so every Monday I'll be giving you, thank you everybody for letting me know that you can hear me. Every Monday, I'm going to give you an update of with regards to admissions, with regards to entrance tests, so that you have the correct information, okay? Because there's so much out there, it's so confusing, it's overwhelming. So every Monday, if you log in, if you register for a webinar, then you'll be able to see some of the updates, some ideas of things that you can do maybe now and also over the summer, okay? That's one thing, but I also want to tell you what we're going to do over the week. So tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the first 21st century skill or employability skill, which is critical thinking. So I'll tell you what that is, what it looks like, what are the skills that you need in order to have critical thinking, maybe some examples that we can talk about so that you can already start to put that into practice. Okay, so that's one thing. Second, on Wednesday, we're going to be having somebody from the admissions office at Kriya University. I hope all of you have heard of Kriya University. It's fairly new, but a really good liberal arts college. So if you want more information about the admissions, just similar to what we did with Ashoka University, what do you need to do in order to get in? And I know Kriya University is doing a lot of webinars and stuff, so maybe they will be talking about that, how you can cope with this time. Even for future students, what you need to keep in mind, we'll be looking at. And then on Thursday, I'll talk about some of the factors you need to consider before you choose a college for yourself. So whether it's a country you're choosing, or whether it's a course you're choosing, or whether it's a university you're choosing, what all do you need to keep in mind when you're doing that? It's just not about applying to the top 10 universities, say for engineering or for film or for design. It's about seeing that it's a good fit for you. It has to be the best fit college for you. And I will show you and talk about some factors that you need to keep in mind while doing that. And then on Friday, we have a very special guest who's a principal of a school in Mumbai. And she's going to be talking about the power of you. What that means is she was talking about how this would be such a great time in order for you to know more about yourself, to discover yourself as a student. What are your strengths? What's your personality like? And different ways in which you could discover more about you, exploring who you really are. And I think that's fantastic because we have all this time on our hands and it's a good time to do that. Okay, so that's what this week is going to look like. I don't think you want to miss out on any. Please do. I know a lot of you have been writing into me saying thank you so much. We've learned so much from your webinars. I'm so appreciative to all of you who spend time come here every evening. Please welcome your friends also to come on. Parents, if you're there, if you think there are other parents who would benefit from this webinar, please do encourage them also to register and to come, okay, and to be with us so that we can talk about different things. All right, so today, just to give you an update, I'm going to start with entrance tests first as usual. So JEE, there's no change, most probably in June. Now from May, it's going to be in June. NEET, the same thing. It was supposed to be on the 3rd of May, but now it's been moved most likely to somewhere in June, both NEET and JEE. Now NMIMS, this is all basically for grade 12 students. If you're applying to university right now, NMIMS has a test called NPAT, okay, which is supposed to be on the 9th and 10th of May. Now it's moved to 18th and 22nd of May. And they're going to be online tests. So they're no more going to be physical tests, obviously. A lot of them are moving online. So if you were planning to apply to NMIMS, you have a little bit more time in order to do that. CLAT now is on the 21st of June. It was supposed to be on the 7th. Now it's postponed to the 21st of June. So all those who are preparing, today I talked to a parent whose child is preparing for CLAT, you still have a lot of time, almost 2 months that you can do that. So you should be able to do that, okay, and prepare well. Now, Christ University was supposed to have online tests for session 1 and session 2. Both got cancelled. There was actually one today. That also, because of some technical glitches, got postponed. So the third session or the entrance test for it is on the 17th of May. Fingers crossed, they will hopefully have it. So just go online, see if you can find any sample test papers, brush up on your GK, read the newspaper every day. For most of these, you need to be doing that. I did talk about symbiosis in some of these from last week. They're all the same. There are no particular changes. So that's why I thought I'll just tell you. Now, for Christ University, it's for the Bangalore campuses, for Delhi NCR, and for the Pune Lavasa campus. Okay, so all have the same third session test, which is on the 17th of May. If any of you grade 11 students, especially if you're thinking of doing ACT or SAT, sorry, I'm losing my alphabets today. Just be prepared. I hope that you all are planning to do your SAT or ACT during grade 11. Do not keep it for grade 12, okay? Because you'll have too much to do. Now you have time to prepare for it. Grade 9 and 10, you should also be doing maybe a practice SAT, getting ready for that, and also to be prepared to start doing the tests in grade 11. Okay, so ACT is going to be on the 12th and 13th of June and the 17th and 18th of July. So there are 2 sets of tests. Make sure that you register for them. They're going to be most likely, yes, they've always been online. SAT is going to go online, which is great news. I don't know what it's going to look like, but that's going to start from August. So if any of you want to do the October test, which will be the first test, grade 11 students, this is your chance in order to do that. Okay, with regards to admissions, lots of universities are still open. Harleen, I'll take your question, okay? Lots of universities are still open. So Flame University, SRM, Ashoka, all of these still admissions are open. So students, grade 12 students, if you were thinking of going abroad, but now you're not sure, you need backup, now would be the time in order for you to apply. Okay, please don't wait till all the deadlines will finish, maybe by the end of the month, end of May. Don't wait till the last, because you know everyone's looking at India as backup now. So it's going to be highly competitive. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity. So definitely make sure that you're doing that. So the UGC, which is the University Grants Commission, what they're saying is that, so a lot of the schools and universities go under them. So what they're saying is, we wanted to open in June or July after the summer, but most likely everything will only open in September. So get ready for that, because final exams have to finish, entrance exams like JEE and NEET have to be completed. So most likely colleges will only open in September. But that doesn't mean you sit back and not apply to university now. So please take this seriously. You have to keep updated with everything that's happening, and that's why we're here telling you what you need to do. A lot of grade 9, 10, 11, if you're thinking of summer school, so there's Ashoka University that has the Young Scholars Program that is open right now. Yale University is open, which is an online program. So that's another one that you can do. UC Berkeley has summer session. So that's another one you can do. So there's lots, and everyone's gone online with the summer programs. You don't want to miss out on these opportunities. So find something here in India or abroad and see how you can apply for some of these summer schools and look really good on your profile. Okay. So some of the free courses that I want to talk about, Harvard has 67 free online tests or courses that you can do. Definitely, if you're thinking about what you want to study or you want to explore a particular course in Harvard, this is a great way in order for you to do that. IIT, I spoke about this last week, IIT Kharagpur and MyPath have free JEE coaching, but someone new has come out with NEET coaching, which is the Karnataka government. They have free coaching. They have a portal now called Get Set Go. Okay, as in, so this is for NEET and for the SET exams, CET exams. So it's GET CET Go. Get, Set, Go. Okay, so that's where you need to go if you're looking for online resources to get prepared for NEET. Only last week and week before, people were asking me, here's a new thing that the Karnataka government has come out with. So you're in luck. Go on right away and try and do that. CLAT, Ashwina, as of now, I don't know anyone who's offering CLAT coaching. But if I do, let me look, and then next week I can tell you about it and see if there's anyone who's offering CLAT coaching, okay? And then I will, like a free online resource that you can use. I'm sure there's stuff on if you look at the website, but no particular university right now is doing it. With regards to webinars, I always tell you, you know what, get on, try and watch webinars other than mine, of course, okay? So BML Munjal University, they're partnering with College Board, who are the ones who run the SAT and SAT subject tests and everything. So they're going to be having a webinar. If you go onto the BML Munjal University, their website, you'll be able to find the link there. Kriya University has a lot of amazing webinars that are coming up. There are professors that are going to be talking about different things. Cambridge University also has a webinar that they're going to be running pretty soon. And then there's one on hospitality. So if any of you are worrying or worried about or concerned about what it's like to work in the hospitality industry, so the Academy of Pastry and Culinary Science, they're going to be doing a webinar soon. So any of these, you don't have to watch all of it. And NMIMS, they're going to be talking about how to pursue a 3-year degree, and also their collaborations with different universities in the US like Virginia Tech. So either BML Munjal or Kriya University or the Academy of Pastry and Culinary Science, just write it down so that you know what you need to be watching, and NMIMS. So these are the 3 or 4, and Cambridge University. So 5 webinars that would probably be of interest to you. It's open to parents and to students and to educators. So you're all free to go and watch that. Okay. So these are all the things with regards to entrance tests, with regards to admissions in colleges that are still open, with regards to summer programs, with regards to free coaching. We've talked about IIT Kharagpur, MyPath, and also for NEET, which is the Get, Set, Go, okay? And also the webinars. Now, if all of you are not interested in, doing a summer program, it's too expensive, you're thinking, or you're not interested in doing an online course, what we do also have, for those of you who haven't been here last week or week before, I've been talking about the virtual internship program. This is a great, great opportunity in order for you to do a virtual internship program in order to build your profile. We've talked about profile building and how every college will be looking, other than your academics, what else are you good at? So if you tell them, you know what, I was during lockdown, yes, I did my online classes, but I also made use of my time by doing a virtual internship program. It's the first of its kind. You don't want to miss out on this opportunity. A lot of you know about it, but there are lots and lots of advantages and benefits in order to do this. First of all, it is it's a platform for experiential learning. So it's a simulated environment, okay? So there are 18 different careers that you can choose from. I'm going to read out what those careers are. There will be an industry expert who will be talking to you about the job, about the kind of skills that you need, about a day in the life of a professional, about the kind of jobs that are there in the future. So all of this they will be talking about. And you'll never get that in other places. If you go for a physical internship, you won't actually get that, okay? So for those 1 minute, Arham, I'm going to answer your question. So for those of you who are thinking you want to do an internship, you can do up to 3 different careers that you can choose from. And I really quickly want to just read to you what the different careers are. There's hospitality, law, filmmaking, dentistry, architecture, fund management, marketing, fashion designing, graphic designing, chartered accounting, computer engineering, psychology, family business, mechanical engineering, medicine, teaching, civil services, and ethical hacking. I think they're super cool careers. I'm sure a lot of you will find, interesting careers. And what's great about this, so there are 16 different modules. So the industry expert will talk to you in one, and then they'll give you an activity that you have to actually use your brain and your skills to actually kind of figure things out. I think that's super cool. Okay. So even before you're doing the job, or before you go to study for a particular career, you already have an exposure to what it's going to be like. So make use of it. At the end of this, you know what's really cool? You get two things. You get a report, a very detailed report with regards to all the kind of skills that you have, things that are needed for this particular job, what it's going to look like, a summary of everything they talk about in the report. And then they talk about your skills, how you basically did on all of those activities. They'll pull out all the skills that you have and tell you, which is fantastic, because then you have a little bit more awareness of what your potential is in that particular career. And then you also get a certificate. So if you do 3 internships, you get 3 certificates. If you do 10, you get 10 certificates. So that's how it works. Okay. Now, if a lot of you are asking me what to do, so on top of the chat box, you can see there's a form that you need to fill out. If you fill out that form, somebody will get in touch with you, call you, give you more information. I don't think you want to miss out. This is a great way in order for you to make use of your time. If none of these, if the summer programs don't appeal to you, webinars don't appeal to you, but to do an internship always looks good on your resume or your CV or your portfolio, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so make use of it. I'm going to quickly take some questions now, and then I'll go back into talking about VIP. So let's see. All right, VIP is a virtual internship program, if you all are wondering what it is. Okay. All right. So which Harleen is asking me which app is best for sample papers. So Harleen, I don't know what sample papers you're looking for, which exam that you're preparing for, but a lot of sample papers will be available online. So just look for it. Sometimes even if you go to the university website, they have sample papers. Okay. So Flame University, if they have a test, their sample papers are on their website. If you're preparing for IELTS, their sample papers are on the IELTS website. TOEFL is the same. So you just sometimes have to do a little bit of research. If you're doing it for a particular college, you need to go and look at the sample paper. Okay. So Ashpreet, you're asking me a question and you are in grade 9, but let me find your question. Okay. Tanya, I'll really quickly take. So if I'm interested in law, which stream should I choose in grade 11? I would say humanities, because it's great to have subjects like history, like psychology, economics. All of these are really good if you are thinking of doing law. Okay. Are there any competitive exams for grade 9 and 10? Steve, no, there isn't anything that I knew. That's a very interesting name, Steve Gupta. I've never heard of a name like that, but not that I know of. So there are school-specific competitive exams, subject-related, like either in science or in English or in math. They have different types of tests that you can do, but that's mostly conducted by your school. It's not an external exam. But you can always do something like a practice SAT, which is the competitive exam, getting ready for the SAT. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my friend Ashpreet, I am looking for your question. Let's see if it's here. Wow, so many of you have asked me questions. Okay, Ashpreet, can you please type out your question again for me so I will find it easily. It'll be the first thing that I can actually read. Okay. Swapna, you're asking me what's your opinion on master's education in Finland. So I know that Finland is opening up. They're giving a lot of scholarships for students to go and study there. Not too many Indians have tapped into going to the or looking at the opportunity of going to Finland. But I do know that they have a lot of English courses that you can actually apply for scholarship and actually get into. But it may be something, definitely something that you would want to pursue. Okay. Okay. Ma'am, how do 10th graders prepare for practice SAT? Just online, go on to Khan Academy. That's what you need to do. Okay, Divyanshi and some of the others who are asking me of how to prepare, you need to just go online. If you go into Khan Academy, it's free. You just need to look at English and math or SAT prep, and it'll put together actually a schedule for you, and it'll tell you how you need to do that. Okay, shall I fill that form? Yes, Ashpreet, please do fill that form. If you're interested in doing an internship, and it's very, very critical for grade 9 students to actually do this internship, because it's a great way for you to explore what you are interested in. And then once you decide on that, then in grade 10, you can choose the subjects for 11 and 12. So it's a great foundation to do these virtual internship programs right now, grade 8, grade 9. So definitely fill out that form, okay? If I want to do a free course now, then can I later apply for? Absolutely, Palak. You can apply whenever you want for the virtual internship program. All you need to do is send me an email at guideme@univariety.com, and I can put someone on to you as soon as you're ready. Okay. What about AP? Arham? Advanced placements are really good. They're only conducted once a year. So every year in May is when they're conducted. So you have to register early on, like somewhere in Feb or March. Before March is when you have to register for it. So AP is almost equivalent to doing an IB course, or a grade like an ISC or a CBSE grade 12 is what they look at, or A levels. Okay, maximum that a school will allow you to do is 3 APs. So you can do 1 or 2 if you want to show proficiency in a particular subject. But you have to study it alongside to what you're already doing in school. That means you really have to be top of the class. Okay. So yes, Arham, I hope I answered your question. Divyanshi, I already told you how to prepare for SAT. Every day, a little bit. If you do 1 day math, 1 day English, that's how you prepare for SAT. You might be okay with the math, but the English may be a little bit different. But with practice, you'll be able to get it. And they also have online classes on Khan Academy. Okay, so you should be good. Vivan, yours is the same question as Divyanshi. Okay, people say it's more sensible to apply for universities abroad after graduation, but is it true? So, Divya Mehta, I think it all depends on what you want to study and what your long-term plans are. It's equally okay for you to study here in India for your bachelor's and then go away for your master's. So it just depends on what your long-term goals are. Okay, and how much can your family afford? Multiple factors like that. So both have its pros and cons, but it all depends on. So it's a very broad question that you're asking me. It depends what you want to study. Now, if it's not available here in India and only abroad, then you should look at going abroad. But if it is available, the course you want to study is available here in India, then there's no harm in you staying here. Okay, ma'am, any idea when will SAT happen? So MK, I don't know what your full name is, but most likely in August, and they're going to go online. So we just have to wait a while before we find out. Right now we have no information, but definitely after August there should be something like that. Okay. Manan is asking me, is sports a factor for admission? Absolutely. Sahil, I'm sorry that you can't hear me. It could be just your signal, because nobody else said that they can't hear me. Okay. Sports definitely does play a factor for admission. So if you are playing a sport right now, you should continue to do that, because it definitely does look good as part of the admission. Some of them even have sports quota that you can apply through. So definitely, it just depends what. So playing football once a week with your friends does not count as sports. You have to either be on your team, or you're playing for your state, something like that. You have to be playing for a club, something significant that you're doing is what will count. Prajna, yours is the same in question as Divya, as in should we apply for abroad universities before or after graduation? Totally up to you and your family. That's a family decision that you need to take. And there are pros and cons as to where you apply, how much it's going to cost you, are you going to fit in, will you be okay with the culture, is it the course that you wanted, things like that. Okay, but I'm happy to brainstorm with you. Arham, I already answered your question. Ma'am, BBA colleges coaching, I don't think there's any, Divyanshi. I'm not sure what that even means. You mean for the entrance test? So like I said, if you're thinking of doing BBA in a particular university, you need to go into their website and see if they have sample papers, and most likely they will. When Cambridge University is exploring webinar. So their webinar, I will just tell you really quickly. Sahil, I hope you can hear me now. Sahil, my friend. So Cambridge University is on the 27th of May. So it's a while away from here. Maybe go onto the Cambridge University website and you'll be able to find the information that you need. Okay. Ma'am, do we need profile for Indian universities? Absolutely. Divyanshi, there are lots of universities that are asking, especially because it's getting so competitive. So maybe not the professional universities or colleges that much, but you can definitely look at other liberal arts schools, and even places that are not liberal arts, like Christ University and everything, will ask you for what kind of profile. So you definitely need a profile. If you need help, write into me at guideme@univariety.com. We do have a service to help you with your profile. So, and I will be talking about that in the next couple of days. Okay. Sahil, how do 10th graders prepare for IIT? So I think there are classes that are online that you can go, or now it'll have to be classes online. But normally there are kids who go to Akash or any of those others that are available, Chaitanya, all of these that are that you can, Narayana, all of these test centers or coaching centers that you can go to. You should start earlier on, so you'll be able to balance both your high school and also your entrance. So right now you might want to wait a little bit or see if there's anything that's available online. Is it okay, Vivan? Absolutely. I told you, you should apply. Please put your details into that form. I'm telling you, you will love it. We've got so many testimonies of parents whose children have done the virtual internship program that have said they've benefited, they have more clarity, and tons of students who've written in saying that they have loved it. So I wouldn't be talking about it, I wouldn't be vouching for it if I didn't trust it. Okay, it's fantastic. You definitely want to do it. Okay, Tanya, I already answered your question. Ma'am, what about chemical engineering? Kashish, what about it? What do you want to know about it? You need to ask me a little bit more questions regarding what you want. So what can we do to become a geneticist? You can do, so there's, I don't know if genetic engineering would be great. Biology, just anything in biology would be good. Life sciences, another great one that you can do. These are all that you can study in your undergraduation, and then you specialize for your masters. Okay. How is admission scenario going to be changed in the US? Krishna, great question. So they're still trying to figure it out. What they've done now is all their summer courses. So a lot of them have a summer semester for their current students, and they sometimes take new students. Then everything's gone online right now. So they're still trying to figure it out, because finances is a big thing. Getting visas is going to be a challenge. So all of that is, they're still trying to figure it out. So I have written to some universities. I will be in touch with them. The minute I hear from them, like Northeastern and some of these others, all the University of California colleges, when I hear back, I will definitely be updating. If I have anything next week, I will definitely be bringing it up. Okay, so let me write that down also. Updates on US. Okay. When will the scenario of symbiosis, what will be the scenario of symbiosis for admissions? Teju, I think they're still open. You should be applying. They have a liberal arts program. They have a good business school. They have a good law school. Definitely apply if you're in grade 12 right now. I'm not sure what you mean by scenario. It's going to be competitive because everyone's looking at thinking of staying in India right now or taking a gap year. Okay. So don't wait till the end. Apply now. Ma'am, tell us about Arham. I already told you about the advanced placement. I hope you heard me. Okay. So if you want to go in for civil services, they do recommend, I think, that you do, they normally say it's fine to do any of it. That's what I've heard, at least the commerce and sciences. But it just depends on where your strengths lie, Nimrat. I don't know what you're planning to do. Why don't you write to me at guideme@univariety? And then I can see how you've been doing in grade 10, what you're strong in, because I don't want you to take subjects that you're weak in 11 and 12 and then fail everything miserably. Okay. So we have to look at what you're doing well now, and then we can look at what would be good for you. And even if civil services is the right fit for you. When will colleges in UK begin their fall admissions? In July next year? Actually, Arham, they will start now in August. The UCAS will be open in August for the class of 2021. So if you are in grade 11 right now, you will apply now in August. In the next couple of months, you will start your application process. Okay. For Ashoka, is it better to take SAT or the Ashoka aptitude test? Sana, so I don't know what your SAT score would be like. If you think that you can score better in English and math on the SAT, you can do that. You don't need to do the Ashoka aptitude test. Maybe it would be good for you to get in touch with the admissions and say, do you have a sample test that you can show me, so you have an idea, because you know what SAT is going to look like. So maybe if they do, or if you can find out from them what you're going to be tested on. Is it logical spatial? Is it English? Is it math? Is it reasoning? Is it critical thinking? Is it general aptitude? Is it general knowledge? So find out what the test is going to be like and then take a decision. Okay. So Tanya, you said you applied for BSc in psychology in Canada. Some acceptance you got from Victoria, York, Laurier, and Lakehead and Trent. Do you think undergraduation in psychology abroad is a good choice? I think so. All of these are really good. I know York really well. I've seen I've seen Victoria. It's a great place. York is a great place. Actually, all of them. Laurier, Trent, and Lakehead are smaller universities, but the others are fairly big. Also, any opinions on the listed unis? Yeah, all of them are great. They're all really good. It just depends on what would be a good fit for you. Remember? So you need to choose wisely based on what university would be the best fit for you. Do they have support for international students? Do they have working opportunities? Can you be a teacher's assistant or a research assistant, in the field of psychology? So those are all the kind of things that you need to be looking at. And is it going to be in a city, or is it going to be out, where there's not too many things? So all of those are very important. Like Victoria is also small. It's on an island. So you might want to keep that in mind. There's not too much around. It's not a crazy, busy lifestyle. It's slower. So it all depends on what you are looking at as a student with regards to a college. Okay. So Chinmay Babu's asked me, how many A levels should I take? So universities normally just need 3. So minimum 3. So then if you can take 3, that would be awesome. But if you're really, really good at what you do, then you can do 4, but 3 is more than plenty. So Sanajit is asking me, can you, for psychology, can you suggest good universities for psychology for degree? Yes, I can. But where are you looking, Sanajit? Are you looking in India? Are you looking abroad? You need to be more specific. Same with you, Naina. You're asking me for MBBS. I would tell you, Naina, for MBBS, either stay in India or go to the UK. Those are your best 2 options. Okay. Should I play sports in grade 10? Tanya, that's totally up to you. If you've been playing from, for a while and you're on a team and you're a professional player, yes. If you're not, then it doesn't make sense for you to start playing a sport in grade 10. It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. So Chiranshi, please can you write into me, and then we can give you some support with regards to, how you need to prepare for your civil services, what you need to be doing, the exams that you need to be looking at and things. But more importantly, you need to be looking at an undergraduate program that you want to do first. And then we can look at, how you need to prepare. Okay. Are A levels better or IB? Totally up to you, Vivan. Both are international. It just depends. Both of them, their criteria is different. The assessments are different. So it just depends on what your long-term plans are. It's a very, very broad question, but I'm happy to have a conversation. Write to me at guideme@univariety.com. Tell me where you're conflicted with regards to the 2, and then I can help you get more clarity. Okay. Okay, Nimrit. Okay, Nimrit, you need to write to me. Okay, I just told you, please can you write to me, and then I can help you. I can't just tell you this will be the best. I need to find out more about you, and then, okay. Okay, Ashprit, you have questions related to the virtual internship program? Ask me. Don't say please, please, and then not ask me your question. So please ask me your question, and then I'll be happy to help you. Okay. With physical education, Parv, I'm reading yours. Ma'am, I'm in class 12 now, and my stream is commerce with physical education, but I'm not clear what courses should I apply for and what should I do now. Okay, so you're doing commerce, right? So first you need to figure out whether you want to continue with commerce, do you want to go into humanities? It just depends. You need to figure out what you need to do. We're happy. You can do a psychometric test with us and a counseling session if you want. It depends which school you're going to. You might have already done it. Write into me, Parv, at guideme@univariety.com, and I'll be able to help you with that. Okay, ma'am. Okay, you want to do undergraduation course, Binod? I'm reading yours in physics. Yeah, there are lots of places that you can apply for applied physics or for physics. You can apply. So I can send you a list if you don't mind. If you can just remind me, write to me at guideme@univariety, and I'll send you a list for undergraduate courses in physics. Make sure you're doing physics, chemistry, bio in 11 and 12. Okay, otherwise you won't be able to get in. Okay. So, Kea, you're asking about how do we know about the VIP program for various careers? Just fill in that form. It's above the chat box, and somebody will get in touch with you and give you information about it. So, a lot of the things that you guys are asking me, like what Asna is asking me, and what Japika is asking me, and what Dhriti is asking me, and what Kashish is asking me, all of this is available online. All of this, if you're also using our Univariety portal, all this information is there. So all it needs is for you to take some time to go into the Univariety portal and actually look at best. If you just put best colleges for BBA, best colleges for chemical engineering, best colleges for archaeology in India, you will get a list. So it's very important that you do your own research. If you're confused over 2 or 3 colleges and you don't know which one to pick, I'm happy to help you. But otherwise, you're just asking me for college lists, which I've told you. Let me talk on Thursday about factors you need to take into consideration before you choose a university, and then that will give you a little bit more clarity on how you decide on that final list of colleges. Okay, right now, just explore. Think about whether you want to study here in India or abroad. Find out what they require from you. What are graduates doing after, say, for example, archaeology? You're asking me, is that great? I think it's fantastic because I love archaeology, but that doesn't mean it's a good fit for you. Now, we have to find out if there are places here that offer it, or is it better for you to do it at a master's level? Okay, so those are things that you need to, like what colleges are good for pursuing law. I can tell you National Law School, Samera, is the best, but then does that mean that we're all going to get in? No. So we have to do our research to find out about each of these. Okay, does it make sense? I hope all of you all know that. Okay, same, Sanujit, psychology. I went to Women's Christian College and I had an amazing time studying psychology. But that's a women's college. You know, is that going to be a good fit for you? No. So you need to look at where are you living? Where do you want to go? How much is the fees going to be? What can you do? What type of psychology are they going to teach you? So all these things, it's not easy. And I'm so glad, I'm so proud of all of you for asking all of these questions. That means you're genuinely interested in where you go to study and you want to make sure that you have the best experience ever. Really good questions. But start to do your own research. You have time now to do it. Do your own research. I'll do my research. And if you are confused about 2 or 3 colleges, then write into me at guideme@univariety.com and I will be happy to help you. I'm going to take 1 or 2 more questions and then that's about it. But just write into me and then I think that's just the easiest way. Okay, Prajna, yes, swimming state gold. You have already asked me this question. It will help you. But this can't be the only thing you have on your profile. You need to have more things, Prajna, other than just swimming. Okay. How about robotics as a career in India? I think it's upcoming. It's definitely coming up. But in your undergraduation level, you might want to do something more general. Hari, Surag, don't do BSc or whatever in robotics in your bachelor's. Do something more general. So then for your masters, you can do robotics. Okay. Yes, Tanya, if you're planning to do genetic counseling for your masters, absolutely. BSc in psychology should be a fantastic. That's the route. That's the way I want you to think. Those are the kind of questions I want to see. That, okay, I want to study this particular subject in my master's. Will this help me to do my bachelor's in? Fantastic question. Thank you. Okay, I'm now going to take some of these questions. Tanya, no updates from Canadian universities as of now. They're all still deciding. All I know is they've all gone online for the summer right now. Okay. Seelam Sethi, you're asking me, Kritika, what's important to become a psychiatrist? You need to do MBBS for psychiatry. Okay. So medicine is the only route that you can go. Okay. Shraddha, in order to study medicine, yes, you can go abroad, but UK would be most recommended. They haven't taken any decisions right now, but that's your best choice because then you can come back and you can practice here. Okay. Naina, some tips for preparing for MBBS. I told you, Karnataka government has come out with free coaching. So get on that. It's called Get Set Go and start preparing for it. Okay. Okay, I think a lot of these we've already talked about. If there are other universities that I want to or any other questions that I want to bring up, I will be happy to write into you. I know a lot of your email addresses are with us. What I want you all to do is, if you are interested, one last time, virtual internship program, fill up that form that's on top of the chat box, and somebody would be happy to get in touch with you. Prabjot, I will take your question. As of now, yes, psychology, biology in any university, it's a good combination. You don't need both, because in clinical psychology, you will be learning a lot of the biology side of it in clinical side. So what you can do is look at a liberal arts school like OP Jindal or Ashoka or Flame or Symbiosis or Kriya. Any of that will allow you to study psychology and biology together. Okay, so I hope I've answered a lot of your questions. I'm going to be back tomorrow. We can continue with some of these, but make sure that you fill in if you want to know about the virtual internship program. The form, the link is on top, and we'll be happy to get in touch with you. Write to me at guideme@univariety.com, and I'd be happy to continue these dialogues with you. Okay, take care. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.